Hello? What's up, boys? What's up? Good morning and welcome to today's stream. Hope you guys having a good day so far, and thank you once again for coming early on. What's up, chat? What's up? How is everybody doing today? Welcome to the stream. Let's have a good day together. Hello. Wow. I did not expect that many good changes last night, especially the new tier sets. You're gonna see them in a little bit, but a lot of things have changed, and finally, for the first time ever, we're having a quite substantial early shaman changes done to the mastery as well, and the overall scaling of the spec. So let's dive in, talk about it, and test them out. JB, good morning. Furby, Justy, Mama, Bubbo, Fisco, Grumpy, Andy, welcome to the stream, guys. My pleasure to have you around. Not Fellowship stream. I don't plan to play Fellowship, you know. For the people that want to play it, go for it, brother. Excuse my voice. Excuse the coughing. I'm still sick. Recovering from, you know, from the flu. I don't have any more blocked nose, you know. I don't have flu anymore. Things are getting better. Hi, Mr. Streamer. Would like to point out that I said like 20 times Protware would be busted in Season 3 and that Vengeance would be big trash and you disagreed and you were wrong and I was right. Sure. Hello, Ziddy. Alright, boys. Let's take a look at the class changes. See exactly what they've done. First of all, why the fuck is my music in the background available? Okay. Shall we dive into the tier sets first? I guess yes, right? I think tier sets are the most important to pay attention to. No reaction? I mean, what kind of reaction want me to tell you? You know? I'm just a man. I admit my mistakes when I'm, you know, when I have mistakes, and when I'm right, I'm right, you know. I never back down from things that I said at, you know. As I said, I'm just a man. I can't be all the time 100% correct, but I was quite adamant and vocal about the Restoration Shaman being not the best killer, and it turned out to be the true. And about the DPS specs, the only spec that didn't live up to my expectation was Asa Rogue. Everything else was exactly what I said, you know, Early Shaman, Frost Decay, BM Hunter. If you remember, people used to clown on me for BM Hunter, used to put him in S tier quite a lot. Yeah, but the only spec that kind of disappointed me was honestly Asa Rogue. I didn't expect them to be that, I mean, quite unfortunate, there's still quite a few bugs on Asa Rogue that are not fixed yet, and that reduce their damage, but yeah, I mean, that's just Blizzard not being able to hotfix them. Looking good, to be honest with you. I mean, I'll speak about Vengeance DH in a little bit. You will see what kind of Apex talents they're getting. Actually pretty good. Asa still bugged out? Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I know. Pretty sad. Alright, let's take a look, guys. Frost Decay. So, new set in Frost Decay makes your single target in AoE pretty much passively better. Every time you summon an Empowered Red Weapon, you're getting Obliterate or Frostbite do more damage. Perfect. And now, Rune Weapon recharges faster, and Pillar of Frost causes your next Rune Weapon to ignore cooldown. Even better. So that means your sustained damage off minor cooldowns will be even better, which is good. You know, every time you don't have a 45 seconds or a minute and a half, you're gonna do more damage. Perfect. Unholy Decay, again, more single target, more AoE passive damage 2-piece, and then Consuming Stun Undead reduces CDR on Putrefy by 1.5 seconds. Now, the reason why this is so good is because you're gonna see in a bit, they made Putrefy to be 30-second cooldown, and they made it more powerful, so that's even better for sets. So Unholy and Frost have a good tier sets for Mythic Plus and also rate. I love that. Now, look at the Augmentation Evoker. I want you to pay attention now. Look at this shit. 2 set. Eruption damage increased by 15% and extends the Ebon Might by additional 0.5 seconds per eruption cast. I'm telling you right now, guys, this tier set, the 2-piece, is likely the most broken they've ever had. Not only this, but their Ebon Might now, because of the Apex talents, can replicate, which means it can give double the value, which means you can get 16% main stat all the time on your DPS players. So let's say if the main stat is like, I don't know, 100k intellect, you'll be getting 16k intellect all the time, permanently. So, and not only this, but you're gonna be able to have 100% uptime on Ebon Might, 100%, because Ebon Might will never fall off with this 2 set. This is the most broken shit they've ever gotten. Now the 4-piece is dog shit, you know. Empower spells deal more damage, that's really dog shit, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But what matters is they're getting CDR on those empowered spells. And for the people that don't know, the CDR, so the empowered spells, it makes higher uptime on Ebon Might. Like, I think it was like 2 seconds, right? 2 seconds if normal hit and 3 seconds if they get crit, right? So having them faster, which means you can fit double empowered spell within one Ebon Might window. I'm telling you right now, augmentation, if it doesn't get nerfed, the way it is right now will likely become the most broken DPS ever. Like, not only they reverted all of the nerfs that they did in the World with 10, but they also buffed and gave them the best Apex talents and gave them the best tier set. So Oak is just godly right now. And we're probably gonna get nerfed. I mean, we gotta see. We're very far away from Mythic Plus testing. I think Mythic Plus testing is gonna be available in end of November and December. Why are they making everything so goddamn simple? Because they want to make the games simplified. Yeah, let's see what they do to augmentation. Preservation Evoker, Verdant Embrace does more healing and now has less CDR. And then the Verdant Embrace and Emerald Blossom on your target is 100% more effective. Fine. Fine. I mean, not crazy tier set, but it's not bad. Mist Fever, passive healing, Renewing Mist, and casting Focus T applies to Renewing Mist for 20 seconds onto a nearby ally. Sure, more passive healing, why not? Nothing. This sounds to me more of like a Raid tier set than a Mythic Plus tier set. Windwalker, Strike of the Windlord and Whirling Dragon Punch damage increased by 30%. And then the cooldown of Strike of the Windlord and Whirling Dragon Punch reduced by 5 seconds. Honestly, that's pretty bad tier set for Monk. Like, you don't really care about the damage that they do. You care about what the benefit Strike of the Windlord can do for you. Having 5 seconds, so having 5 seconds CDR, especially whenever you play Conduit, it's whatever. I don't really like Windwalker tier set. I don't think it's as good compared to the rest. I think it's just subpar a bit. Because I feel like if you play Conduit, you're already capping on CDR on your Strike of the Windlord because you get it so fast back. Unless you want to cast back to back, or if the effect stacks together, maybe. But that, I don't know. Just doesn't click for me. Do you remember Dragonflight and last season World of 10 tier sets needed a math PhD to understand them? Oh yeah. Holy Paladin 2 set, Holy Shock does more healing, and Holy Shock transfer additional 20% into your Beacon of Light. Again, this is a good tier set, even for Mythic Plus, because the biggest problem Holy Paladin has is whenever they don't have minor or major cooldowns, and if there's something to heal. That's when you struggle the most with Holy Paladin. So that's gonna definitely blend into the weakness of what you have, and will be better. However, to me, I feel like this is more inclined to be a Raid tier set than Mythic Plus tier set. If they have included Holy Shock healing and damage increased by 15%, that would be better. But it's only healing, right? And the good Holy Paladins, they're already good managing their cooldowns, so they never really struggle to heal, unless obviously you play extreme high end keys, and yeah. Red Paladin, Expurgiation does more damage. And our final verdict, Templar Verdict applies Expurgiation at 50% effectiveness, while Divine Storm applies it at 25%. Now, the reason why this is so good, I'm going to show you in a little bit, is because Expurgiation gets the effect add-on on top of what you already have, unless it already expires. They kind of rework the way it works. So this adds passive damage to Red Paladin without having to try hard. So pretty much you do your rotation the way you do your rotation, and the tier set procs by itself and does damage. It's very simplified. This is pretty, again, more AoE, more ST, passive without doing anything else. Fair enough. And last tier set announced was Shadow Priest. Shadow Word Madness damage increased by 10%, and Insanity cost reduced by 5%. Now, Insanity cost reduced by 5%, there is a talent like that. So that already gives you 1 talent point here for free, plus 10% more damage. Which is absolutely amazing, because Shadow Operation now triggers only from Shadow Word Madness. And the damage is also increased by 40%, which means you're gonna be probably playing 100% operation build coming into midnight. I like the tier set. This is good both for Mythic Plus and rating. Very good tier set for Shadow Priest. I like it. And that's everything so far for the tier sets. Not many tier sets announced, but next week they should be the rest, I believe. One more thing, by the way. They're buffing the aggro. They're buffing the aggro on all tanks. Following taunt and pet taunts have been updated to have a minimum 6 seconds duration and increased threat generation by 800% with 400. All tank taunt spell tooltip updated to reflect that threat generation and increased duration. So pretty much every time you taunt the boss or mob or anything, it will be very strong spell, which means nobody will be able to over aggro you once you press taunt. It will be impossible. For 6 seconds, you will have 800 more aggro generation that target. It is impossible to lose aggro. Unless somebody is doing like, I don't know, 100 million in like 2 seconds. It's just not possible. They even buffed the taunts of the pets. Which is good. Also, Force of Nature got buffed. Interesting here. Interesting, they buffed Force of Nature. Huh. Unholy Decay, I'm gonna mention the class changes briefly. I've already made a video on YouTube. If you guys don't want to listen to me talking about this on live, you can just check the YouTube video, scroll through whatever you like, and watch for the class you care about. But I'll briefly speak about this. They're making Unholy Decay the execute spec for Death Knights. Pretty much they rework the way Soul Reaper works. It will increase, so not only does damage, but it's also going to increase the damage that they take from your plagues and minions for 8 seconds by 20%. Once the target is below 35%. And now you're gonna tell me, hold on, Petco, but they used to have this expansion where they did more damage under 35%. Yes, but there is a talent now that makes you be able to cast this on targets above 35% if it procs. So that's why you're gonna have execute even if the targets are above 35, which is pretty good. They made their Splendor Putrefy hit more, but they added a longer cooldown. I already spoke about this. Direct Transformation got hit significantly. It now gonna last only 12 seconds. It used to be 15. And every time you press your spenders, it will extend it by 0.5 seconds instead of 1 second. So you won't have infinite direct transformations. If you remember the one within Season 1 and 2 with Unholy Decay, or I guess Season 2 with Unholy Decay, you're able to keep dark transformation for like what, 30 seconds window if you get good haste procs. And now it won't be possible. It will be probably like what, 20 seconds instead of 30? Still pretty decent, but not as good before. Yes, initially got some good news. I'll speak about it in a bit. More passive damage. Blight got removed. What else is worth to mention? That's the most important one. Okay, look at now Vengeance DH Epic Talents. This is actually pretty good. So every time you cast Spirit Bomb or Soul Cleave, there's the chance, which doesn't specify a chance, but chance per soul fragment consumed to grant Untethered Rage, which allows you to cast meta even if it's on cooldown or if it's active without including the cooldown of the meta. So let's say if meta is off cooldown, you will be able to press the meta without consuming the meta cooldown itself. And if it's on cooldown, you can still cast it and it's gonna last for 10 seconds. This is really, really good because not only it's gonna give you more damage, but it's also gonna make you more durable, right? And you can choose to press it whenever you want. You don't have to. It doesn't automatically get triggered, which is the good thing here. This is durability on demand, not on proc, which is exactly what tanks like. Tanks don't like RNG damage reduction. They like to have it whenever they need it. This is amazing, by the way. Soul Cleave and Spirit Bomb can consume additional soul fragments and deal additional damage per consumption. So more damage, which means more aggro. And each cast Soul Cleave Spirit Bomb doesn't grant Untethered Rage, instead applies Seething Anger, which gives you 1 agility per stack and increases your chance to get Untethered Rage. Pretty much bad luck protection. In case you can't really get the proc of the Metamorphosis, at least you'll be getting 1% agility and it's gonna be stacking and it's gonna increase your chance to get the Untethered Rage, which pretty much you can play around this, by the way. Whenever you have many stacks of that and you don't get procs of meta, which that means next pack you're gonna have meta proc for sure, or very high chance. Does agility make you more tanky as a vengeance DH? Genuine question. I'm not sure. Like, does having higher agility makes you more tanky? What does agility give you? Does it give you just armor? Or gives you more dodge? Okay. Does it give you armor as well? Or just dodge? You hit more, leech more. Got you. Yeah, that makes sense. Got you, boys. Alright, that makes perfect sense. I really like the Apex Talents of Vengeance. But you're gonna see right now what they've done to Guardian Druid. Guardian has even better Apex Talents. Wild Stalker small nerfs here, that's fine. Guardian Druid Apex Talents. Hear me out, chat. Once you incarnate is over, you gain access to Wild Guardian. So this Apex Talents triggers only after the incarnate is over, which is exactly what Guardian Druid needs. Guardian Druid becomes weak once the incarnate is over, once you don't have like a major defensive cooldown, and when they have no bar skin available. Spirit of the Wild come to your aid, causing your next 2 cast of the Iron Fur Maw of Frenzied Regen to be equaled at 50% effectiveness, which means if you cast Iron Fur once, you're gonna get a second cast for free of GCD at 50% effectiveness. So let's say if you press Maw, for example, you're gonna do second Maw with more damage, or second Frenzy Regen. And now here's the good part. Mastery is increased by 6% passively, and Wild Guardian equals have a effectiveness of 150%, which means the second cast of Iron 4 will be stronger than the first cast. Let's say, let's just do some basic math so you guys can understand what I'm trying to tell you. If Iron 4 gives you 100 armor, okay, it gives you 100 armor. So 100 armor, one Iron Fur, okay? The second Iron Fur is gonna be casted for free of GCD, and it's gonna give you 150 Iron Fur, okay? And you have 2 casts of this one. So if you can cast 2 Iron Furs back to back, and you will get the value of like 6. So 2 casts of Iron Fur after the incarnate is over is gonna give you the amount equal to a 6 cast of Iron Fur in a 2 globals. And you know, that's actually insane. Like, this is passive damage reduction for Guardian with 2 globals only. Or if you don't like to have that many globals or that many things as Iron Fur, you can cast 1 global Iron Fur, 1 global Frenzied Regen, which gives you the value of 3 Frenzied Regens in 1 global. So you can also do that if you like to. This is very good Apex Talents, by the way, for Guardian. Very, very good. Or you can do more damage with Maw, that's fine. Lunar Beam is now target cap at 5 targets. Fine. Hello, Lordy. What's up, buddy? I'm feeling a bit sick, but other than that, you know, doing better. I was a lot worse several days ago. Now I do a lot better though. You know, a Restoration Druid got nerfed. It does less healing. Let's see what it does. Too much healing became concentrated into the soul of the forest and not enough from Swiftman initial heal. We're rebalancing some of that into healing value of Swiftman. We're also removing wildwood roots so that regrowth cast time is higher, which is necessary in order to keep regrowth healing feel bursty. Okay, so they redistribute how Restoration Druid is actually going to work. You're going to do less healing coming from rejuvenation and regrowth, but your Swiftments are going to be much beefier. So more prior heals. No Fire Mage changes. No changes on Fire Mage. No changes on Hunter this week. Zuria, I will respond to you a bit later, bro. Hold on. Evoker, minor changes to Press Evoker, minor changes to Mystere, nothing too impactful. Holy Paladin got a lot of changes. So first of all, Holy Paladin, you'll be getting 2 talent points for free. Because Light of Dawn now is gonna be a baseline 40 yard. And your talents that you spent on Light of Dawn to make it 40 yards will no longer be there. You can spend them elsewhere if you like to. This is absolutely massive for raid, by the way. Also, you get a new visual. What else? Holy Prison gives you 3 holy power. You get more mana regen coming from Shield of Righteousness. Also, Shield of Righteousness gives you CDR and Holy Shock 4 seconds instead of second and a half. Judgment cooldown reduced by 20%, and Crusader's Might reduces the cooldown of Judgment by 3 seconds plus 1. Honestly, all of this indicates one thing. They're really trying their best to make sure Holy Paladin is not as CD reliant and is a lot more... Like, you get a lot more charges of Holy Shock, or Holy Shock is a lot more frequently available to you, which is amazing. So, Red Paladin only got 2 tip changes on Expurgation. Your Blade of Justice causes the target to burn holy damage for 9 seconds, but when reapplied, any remaining damage is added on top of the new effect, so it adds on the damage. This is amazing. Void Weaver, minor changes here. Sublitero got Apex Talents. They're pretty much gonna make the clones of Subrog, you know, make you have a clones will do damage for you, passive damage pretty much. Attacks that generate combo points if 5 or more stacks of shadow techniques remain. Next damage finishing move will expand them and generate combo points up to the max. Again, more passive damage while doing rotation. I feel like it's a little bit boring, Apex Talents, but it'll be adding more damage passively, so why not? Sure, why not? Now for the interesting part, Shaman. Let's see what they've done to Shaman. Farseer, you'll be getting 1% intellect for every active ancestor. You only get, so depends on the RNG. Most of the time you're gonna have 2 ancestors up. If you get lucky, you can have 3, 4, even 5. 5 is extremely impossible, but let's say 3 or 4 is very good RNG. So your intellect here, you're never gonna gain more than 3 to 4%. That's without the this is without the buffs of Formidable Might or Arcane Intellect. This is cast time reduced on Healing Wave, Healing Sword, Chain Heal, and Lava Burst. This is absolutely useless talent for Ele Shaman because Lava Burst are already quick casts. Having 10% less cast times, whatever, this is useless. A new talent, Farseer, for 8 seconds after casting Ancestral Swiftness, the recharge rate of Riptide is increased by 30 and the increased chance of Lava Surge occur by 20%. Again, for Ele Shaman, this is absolutely useless. The reason why that is because we already have 3 charges of Lava Burst, and majority of the time, you will never run out of charges on Lava Burst. So this is not good for Ele as far as here. And also, they're nerfing the damage from Lava Burst by 10%. Again, another hit here for Ele. All of these talents are bad for Ele Shaman. This is nerfed. Although you're gonna get more intellect though. That's it. But your ancestor is now gonna last extra 2 seconds, only for Ele Shaman. Which means you can actually get 4, 5, even 6 ancestors if you get extremely lucky with Farseer. And Offer from Beyond, instead of giving you CDR on your Storm of Fire Ele, you'll be getting on a Stormkeeper. This is not bad either because every time you cast Stormkeeper, you're gonna be able to summon Lesser Elemental, which is actually fine. This is actually pretty fine, no problem in that one. Class changes for Ele Shaman. We've got a new changes here. Let me log into Alpha in a bit. I'm gonna show you right now talent. So new talent, it gives you mastery by 3% for Ele Shaman. Water Shield or Lightning Shield gives you 3% primary stats, so more intellect here. You're gonna get 3% mastery, 3% intellect for free. And every time you cast Lightning Shield, gives you Earth Shield. So that's again passive talents. Winds of Alakir, you get 5% movement speed for free outside of Ghost Swoop and 5% during Ghost Swoop. Nature's Fury is now 2-point talent and increases the nature damage critical strike chance by 2% per rank, so that's extra 4% for class changes for Ele Shaman. Let me take a look right now and show you what they look like. I will check right now for you. And that's everything for the class changes on Ele Shaman. Now let's talk about the Apex talents on Ele. But let me just showcase the general classes. General class talents for Ele Shaman. Let's see exactly how they changed it. Can you shout out my grandma on YouTube? Shout out to you, grandma on YouTube, bro. Hope she likes the stream. She's a real G. Come on, dude, let me on. Okay, let's take a look now. Let me change to El Shaman. Elemental Shaman. Let's check what they've done. Okay, so the first thing is general talent. Is this Ellie? Let me check. Yeah, it's Ellie. Chain lighting. You're gonna play. Actually, I don't know. Let's just play Frost Shock for now. Actually, no, you don't play Frost Shock. You wanna play this? I still don't understand why are they not making Urchu gives you damage reduction on demand. They could have made this as talent. So Nature's Fury now increases the critical strike chance of Nature's spell by 4%. Absolutely bonker talent, by the way. Everything here is the same. Spirit Walker's Grace. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so you're gonna play Hex, damage reduction, mastery by 3% increase, lightning shoot increases intellect by 3%, and cast lightning shoot also applies earth shield to yourself and any weapon imbues if known. Okay. Okay, so there's several useless talents here on Shaman. First of all, they removed the Stone Totem Capstone Shield, and instead of that, they give you passive DR by 3%. I don't know if I like that. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, sure, but your Capstone on Shaman is 5% CDR on Totems. It's kind of whatever, bro. It's kind of whatever. I think it's not a big deal for now. I mean, I guess it's something. Fine. There's a lot of spare talents you can actually press. Maybe Frost Shock here. Okay, so let's take a look what I've done on Ellie actually. While lightning shoot is active, your dash damage increased damage, yes. So Storm Ellie got deleted, but Fire Elemental now is finally a 2-minute cooldown. This is something that we've been fighting for a long time to make sure that your elementals are actually 2-minute cooldowns instead of 2.5 minutes. There is no more 2.5 minutes. Now it's gonna be 2 minutes baseline. Casting Stormkeeper summons greater Storm Elemental, yes. Increase haste by 3%, yes. It reduces cast time of Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning by 15%, Storm Frenzy, yes. All elemental damage increased by 3%, Elemental Fury, yes. More intellect by 3%, Elemental Unity, of course you wanna play that. Elementals at 20% longer duration, sure. Let me check. Storm Infusion, elemental damage is increased by additional 2%, of course. Earth Shock and Earthquake damage increased by 8%, of course. More Maelstrom, of course. And I think that's it here. Lawbird does more damage or power the Maelstrom. Casting Lawbirds have 40% chance to cast next Lightning Bolt or Chain Lightning to trigger elemental. Wait, what? Okay. Consuming power of the Maelstrom, additional fires elemental blast at your target at 40% effectiveness. Okay. So these are the new Apex talents. Chat, look at the new Apex talents for Ellie Shaman. Elemental Overload damage increased by 35%. That's the new Apex talent. So overload damage is already like 1/3 of your damage. That is insanely broken. Spell critical strike chance increased by 5% or 10%, and Elemental Fury is increased spell critical strike by additional 50%. Broken. That is the reason why they nerfed Ascendance, because if they have kept Ascendance the way it is, it would have been even more broken. That's why they nerf Ascendance and they give you more passive damage. And then Elemental Overload have 25% chance to cause additional Elemental Overload. Broken, bro. Broken. Ascendance summons Fire Elemental when used. Flame Shock damage increased. When Storm Elemental or Fire Elemental expires, it leaves behind Lesser Elemental. Yes. Instant Shock target 5 enemies with 5 yards Blazing Thunder, applying Flame Shock and dealing edge damage. This is like LMT. Voltic Blaze unleashes Volcanic Rage, causing your next lava burst to also fire additional 5 targets. Lava burst damage increase. I feel like you're gonna play that. Voltic Blaze currently by 3 and then instant damage increase by 50%. Nah. Don't think it's that good. I think you'll be getting several new talents here. I mean, several more talents. I'm pretty sure you'll be getting more talents here. And with more talents, you're gonna play like 5 extra points, I believe. At least 5 extra points. So you're gonna play also either First Ascendance or Premonitions. But this looks now a lot better though. I really like the area changes here. Very big fan. Very, very big fan of area changes. They are cooking. They are cooking, boys. I like that. This is the new talent called Voltic Blaze, though. I don't really fancy it, to be honest with you. I feel like, yeah, look what it does. So every time you press Voltic Blaze, it zaps all the targets and it gives Flame Shock to everything. And now next time in Lava Burst, we hit all enemies. Look at this. Now that Lava Burst, you hit all enemies like that. See that? So I feel like because of this, you're gonna probably play Molten Rat. You're not gonna play Master of the Elements anymore. You're gonna play Molten Rat instead. Like that. So Lava Burst got more charges and Molten Rat. And then you're gonna play Flames of the Cauldron here. And if you're not gonna play Flames of Cauldron, then at least you're gonna spend 2 talent points here. And then that makes part of the Maelstrom obsolete in that case. Or not, why not? That's fine. Like part of the Maelstrom actually is gonna be insane, because if you cast Lava Burst in AoE because of Voltic Blaze, you're gonna be triggering 3 Elemental Blast all the time, which means you can actually play Earthshock now instead of having LA Last, and you're still gonna get the maximum value out of it. You know, which means LA Shaman is gonna become more complicated. In AoE now, you want to be waving Lava Burst as well. Hot video so because ads are the worst and because you deserve it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the support, Arc. Thank you for the 4 months. Chat, I'm not gonna lie to you, LA is getting massive buffs coming into midnight. And also your Ascendance now summons Fire Elemental. Okay, I wanna check. Aha! Okay, so this talent is useless. Wait. This is useless talent though. But I guess, no. I mean, you have to play it. You have to play it. This is actually useless talent. Because, look, this talent replaces Fire Elemental. And every time you Ascendance, you're gonna summon Fire Elemental. I mean, that's useless, bro. Wait, it might not be useless if you actually proc Elemental from DRE. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait, is DRE gone? No. What? Wait. Wait, no way, it's gone. Is it gone? Where is DRE? What? Okay, that makes no sense. Wait. Hold the fuck up, chat. Hold the fuck up. I'm getting confused. I'm gonna log in right now to live servers. It doesn't say removed, but it's gone. It's no longer in talents. Is it baked in inside the Ascendance? Wait a second. Is it? No. Huh? They removed my Ascendance. Okay. But, okay. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. That makes absolutely zero sense. Watch this. So, this in order for me to play Premonitions, which gives me haste during Ascendance or First Ascendant, I need to play Call of the Fire. Call of the Fire is useless because what it does is you summon your Elemental once you press Ascendance. So instead of having two separate keybinds of where's my Elemental? Huh? I don't understand. Fire Elemental is replaced by Ascendance. How? What is this talent then? Ascendance summons your Fire Elemental when used. Okay, so that talent, all it does is summon Ascendance, summon Fire Ele while you summon Ascendance. But that makes no sense. Because I mean, if I make a macro, I'll do the same thing. Okay, this makes no sense. They will probably change it. Like, this talent is absolutely useless. No. So, even if I don't have a talent yet, I still cannot press Fire Elemental on its own. Look, it's bugged out. Like, it doesn't summon my Elemental right now. You see that? So this talent, all it does is it summons Elemental while you Ascendance. So pretty much it's like a macro. There is no damage meter. Arrows are not allowed right now on Alpha. They're gonna add them later on. Yeah, this is useless talent. They're gonna probably change the shit. Mega useless talent. This is useless. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one, chat. I think Lightning Rod is gonna be must to play, for sure. It's now gonna be more important than ever. Echoes of the Great Thunder is gonna be important as well, and I feel like you're not gonna like if you need to spend talent point on Call of Fire. If that doesn't give you extra Elemental, then this talent is useless. Okay. If that gives you extra Elemental or make it 2 charges, then that's a good talent. You can play this and play. You're gonna probably play First Ascendant. We don't know the tier set yet, but you're probably never gonna play 3 minutes Ellie again. You're gonna play 2 minutes at a time. And now you don't have DRE. I mean, now that you don't have DRE, how the fuck you gonna play Ellie? Like, if you have no Ascendance, like, you're gonna do tank damage, then what? Or maybe not, because you can still play Voltic Blaze, right? There's no add-ons so far, guys. Not yet on Alpha. It depends how much of my overall damage will come from Lava Burst and Flame Shock. It actually could be worth to play Flame Tongue weapon, bros. No cap. Lightning bolt, tempest, chain lightning, and enemy boss, earthquake deal 10% increased damage to targets. Oh my god! Inferno arc, lightning bolt, tempest, chain lightning, earthshock, and elemental blast deal 10% increased damage on targets affected by flame shock. Question is 6 targets still the cap on flame shock? Let's check it out. Is 6 targets still the cap on flame shock? Oh, alpha bugged out. Wait. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Fuck. Yo, wait a second. Infernal Arc? Cooking? Wait a second, lads. Hold the fuck on. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Wait. I have a question, guys. Do I get... Wait. Does the free elemental blast from fusion of elements gives me equals to the great sundering? Wait a second. We gotta test it, guys. Hold up. Okay, we need to we need to try that, guys. By the way, these nameplates are terrible. If they actually ban Plater, these nameplates are gonna be terrible. Terrible. Okay, never mind. It doesn't give you equals of the Great Sundering. They're not customizable enough, the nameplates. I mean, fusion of elements, because you might have not many points, might not be that good in that case, because it doesn't give you equals to the Great Thundering, right? So maybe you play... I mean, actually, if you want to play Lightning Rod, you gotta play Fusion of Elements, though. Or you play Eye of the Storm, which I don't think is as good, right? There's so many good talents on Elish Yaman, unfortunately, you can't take them all. You know, fuck. Amped up. There's so many good talents. No cap. Let me check. I actually want to play that. Yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see. There's a few talents here on Ellie that gotta be removed. You don't have enough talent points. Yeah, dude. It's actually pretty good. Holy fuck. Let's just cover the rest of the changes. I think there's several new changes done on Warlock. In the general class tree of Warlock, you'll be getting more haste, more crit, and more intellect as talents. You're gonna probably play that 100%. You're gonna have 2 charges of Hailstone per fight, which means you can cast Hailstone twice back to back. Drain Life seems to be buffed quite a lot. It's gonna get a lot of healing back. You never cast Drain Life, maybe only when you level. So that would be, I guess, useful when you level. Unstable Affliction has no maximum stack count, which means you can have 7 Unstable Afflictions if you like to. And that's pretty much it. So far, there's more damage now on Destrolock. For Warrior, they only added Apex Talents. Let me check them out. Overpower has a chance to upgrade Slam to Heroic Strike. Do you ever cast Slam on Arms Warrior ever? Does anybody know? Or how often do you cast Slam? Yeah, Ellie has a lot of good talents, Justy. Exclamation mark changes, Almighty Witch Doctor. Heroic Strike. Deft strikes an opponent causing high physical damage and grants you a stack of Master Warfare, allowing your attacks to penetrate 3% armor for 30 seconds. So pretty much you get Sunder on the target. This is extremely good for raiding, by the way. Each stack of Master Warfare increases Mortal Strike and clear damage by 10% and Critical Strike by 10%. Yeah, this is actually a full-on raid talent. For Apex, this is gonna be probably the best spec to progress mythic fights as Warrior. This to me sounds like a built-in Sunder stacks that you make it do more damage. Fury Warrior. During Recklessness, Critical Strike fuels your thirst to blood, granting you a stack of Rampage Berserking. Rampage Berserking increases your strength by 1% per stack, and it lasts for 20 seconds after Recklessness ends. So after Recklessness is over, which is your major cooldown, you'll be getting a percentage of strength increased depending on how many crit strikes I've done during my Recklessness. Okay? A Rampage cost is reduced by 30 and Rampage damage increased by 20 during Recklessness. Isn't it during Recklessness? You already cast every second global is Rampage anyway. So because of having a reduced reach, does that mean you're gonna cast back-to-back Recklessness 3 times until you're done or what? It sounds spammy. A Rampage extends the duration of Rampage Berserking by 2 seconds. What the fuck? So you could have infinite strength all the time. It's like an infinite loop of Fury Warrior. Because you have no major cooldowns and you play anger management, you're gonna have like infinite loop of strength. Like by what, 5-10%? Depends how many times you crit. That means Critical Strike could be very valuable for Fury Warrior. It's actually very good for Mythic Plus and raiding. I like the Apex talent here of Fury Warrior. Actually cooking. I love that. Apex talents for every class so far has been a very good blessing. Oh, I guess most of the classes so far. I like it. They're doing a very good job. Last but not least, Protection Warrior. Shield Slam Critical Strikes unleashes Waveful Force, dealing physical damage to all enemies uncapped in front of you, and reducing the damage they deal to you by 5%. So passive more uncapped damage from Critical Strike chance of Shield Slam, and they will do less damage to you. Thunderclap does 20% more damage, and also while Shield Block is active, your Shield Slam does 10% additional damage and 20% increased Critical Strike chance. Okay, so more passive damage, more DR at Protection Warrior. I love it. You don't like Guardian Apex talents? I like them actually, Tumbus. Because they actually focus on the issue of Guardian Druid, which is durability outside of your Incarn and outside of Barskin too. I think it's good. Boys, I won't lie to you, this might have been the best class changes I've read in a long time. Obviously, they didn't include rogues. So no rogue changes, no mage changes, no hunter changes, no devastation evoker, no shadow priest, no red paladin. But the rest of the changes that I've done to classes were pretty good. I like it. And also they're fixing aggro. So Ascendance is 3 minutes, but I don't think you're gonna play first Ascendant anymore. To be honest with you, Ellie still feels a bit incomplete, but this is enough for me to make a video now. On Sunday or Saturday, I'm gonna make a video deep dive on the Ellie Shaman. I'm gonna talk about in depth about builds, etc. So prepare for a lot of yapping. No way you're gonna play 3 minutes. Yeah, you don't have deity anymore, Almighty Witch Doctor. You don't have deity anymore. And this is gonna be much more valuable. You can play first ascendant 100% because deity that talent got removed. You don't get any random procs for ascendants anymore. So good luck. Hi Petko, I'm doing okay overall with my shaman, but I feel like I'm missing some min-max stuff. Do you do one-on-one coaching? Yes sir, check out Patreon. ! Coaching in the chat. There should be a Patreon link, and inside you can check out how to schedule a coaching session one-on-one with me. Is it worth Ascendance talent playing now in the World Within? Yes, now you play over the time Ascendance in the World Within. But in Midnight, they removed DRE, Deeply Rooted Elements, got removed. It no longer is possible to have a random Ascendance procs. So good luck going into the next expansion. That's why I'm telling you, you're gonna be playing first Ascendant. Very surprised they didn't use the current Ascendance proc tier set in the World Within for Hero Apex Talents. No, but the Apex Talents they added for Eli Shaman, it's absolutely broken. It's probably one of the best ever. Because half of your damage comes from chain lightings and overloads and mastery. My brain is all rotten. What I mean is, do we ever play the short Ascendance talent now in life? No. You play you play this talent here, Premonitions. You play 3-minute Ascendance. Boys and girls, they are cooking. They are cooking, lads. I'll tell you that much. They be cooking. Like, you have so many good talents on Ellie, and so little talent points spent. Wait. I have a wow hit talent calculator. Midnight. I wanna check with max gear. I'm just gonna... Okay. Let me try to cook something. Bro, why the fuck is so zoomed in? Okay. Let me try to cook something. This is with max talents, right? Have 30 more points. Okay. Earthshock, Eleblast, Earthquake deals increased damage, or they have a chance to refund all Maelstrom. Fuck. Do I like RNG, or do I want them to do more damage? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Let's just play Tectonic right now. You're gonna play one extra charge. You're gonna play Molten Rat. Here, you're gonna play Fury of Storms, Elemental Unity. 2% increased Ellie damage. Yes. More haste. You're probably gonna play let me think, guys. I mean, you're probably gonna play Voltic Blaze. I have one more talent. Yeah, no way. There's so many good talents. I don't even know what I want. There's so many good talents, bro. Like, if they remove this Call of Fire talent and make it instead, like, okay, this will get, okay, I have a question. So all of this can be solved if you remove Call of Fire, if you remove this talent, Call of Fire, and if you remove this talent and make Ascendance baseline 2 minutes and make it to last, if you combine this into Ascendance, you're gonna get exactly what you want in terms of all pointers. Because right now, DRE doesn't exist, and this is useless talent. And you're never gonna play 3-minute Ascendance anymore. You know? Any chance of no CD build, like no Ascendance build? It is possible, yeah. Because Ascendance is quite nerfed now and there's no DRE, it is possible. But no Ascendance means you don't get any on-demand damage. There's a lot of bad talents here for Ellie and a lot of good ones. Voltic Blaze. Wait, what? Wait, what? Am I cooked? Voltic Blaze cooldown is reduced by 6 seconds, bruv. You gotta be kidding me. What? Wait. Huh? KK? Wait, so you wanna tell me that Voltic Blaze can be like a 6-second cooldown? 9-second cooldown. This is fucking cooked, man. What is this? So you wanna tell me I can do my rotation? Wait. So I do my rotation, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so this talent downstairs is never worth pressing. So you get lava burst procs every 7-8 seconds, and by the time you get the proc, the volcanic blaze CDR is already done. Okay, so this is never worth playing in that case, because lava bursts are not that oftenly procced. So then this is useless to play. That's fine though. That's fine. Okay. They didn't play Ecos. I like that. I mean, every time you actually proc Volcanic Blaze, it's like a deity proc, right? Look at this. It's like a deity proc. Those are Blizzard nameplates, and they're pretty bad. They removed Praetor because of this, by the way. I'm sure they're gonna work on that and fix it. Yeah, this is... So, Crackling Fury is useless. You better off playing Flames of Cauldron. Okay, boys. I'll make a video diving deep on Ele Shaman by the weekend. It's gonna be a very good video, chat. But we're done for now. This is all the changes done to Alpha. We covered all of them. What do you guys think about the changes so far? I personally like them. For the people that missed it, I'm gonna link it in the chat. Actually, if you type !mark changes in our chat, you'll be able to see all the changes that I just discussed, but in a TLDR format, like for 20 minutes. Definitely, just like Dawnbreaker is fixed, right? Oh yeah, the Dawnbreaker, I don't want to talk about Dawnbreaker. I don't want to talk about it, boys. One second, boys. I need to call my brother. Sorry, boys, I'm back. Dungeon feels like I'm playing on Turtle WoW some shit, especially with how bugged Bloody K is. Wow. You flaming Turtle WoW even? It's too fast here for 8 instead of for plus 4 in midnight. It's too early to know, brother. I'll be honest with you. It's too early to know. Hopefully, yes. Boys, are you gonna play next week when they uncap the crests? Turtle WoW might be better. I've seen people talk about Turtle WoW quite a lot. Isn't that the private server? You're not gonna play retail at all? But they're gonna uncap the crest, bro. Which means you can be like 730 eye level. It's pointless playing at the moment with the crest cap. Yeah. I mean, you still have to... Okay, I mean, you can still cap your Valor Stones and you can still cap your crest for this week, you know? It's not that bad. By the way, does any of you guys have Binding of Binding? The ring? How much secondary stats can you get from Binding of Binding? Anybody? I gotta save all the runes, etc. that day. I mean, for me, it feels like I won't lie to you. I feel like for me, you're probably gonna end up having Wednesday fully for crest grind. Another season coming, so what's the point? Because I level now will be non-thing once expansion launches, of course. But I mean, I'm still gonna. So I'm still gonna get the maximum gear that I want, so I can push for like 2 weeks maybe. Like, neither of my friends that is currently playing this season anymore. Most of my friends are already playing MDI. So that's fine. I mean, I'm still gonna try to find people to play, so I can get like... I feel like the title is not gonna go more than 3.9k, so I'm just gonna secure 3.9k, maybe like 4k score, and that's it. I don't think you're gonna get more than that for title. Why don't you go for MDI? I'm too old for MDI, bro. I don't have the time to commit for MDI. I'm 29, guys. I have a lot of things going in life, so... Sadly, that's not my priority competing in WoW anymore. I'm an old man now. I have different priorities in life. Yes. Use LMT. This game back since season 1. Looks like I don't run LMT anymore. No, you do run LMT for raid, not for M+. I'm using Flame Shock to use P-Wave. No, you will rely on the other proximity close to use P-Wave. Guys, when I say too old, I mean like too old for like to compete in MDI. Okay. Alright, maybe I rephrase it differently. So, not that I'm too old to play, I'm fine to play, but when you reach a certain age, there are different priorities that get shifted in life for you, you know? Like family, for example, becomes, you know, far more important. And if I do play MDI, I will sacrifice a lot of that time to play the video game that I still love to play, but you know, sadly I can't commit 12-14 hours every day to play that. I mean, I can commit like 6-8 hours, but not 12. At least not every day. You know, I'm needed elsewhere. It turned 31 2 days ago. How is life at 31, dude? How is life at 31 compared to 29?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What the fuck? You guys going without me? You dirty boys. Petko, are you gonna play Fellowship? Guys. Guys. I've already said it a few times. If Fellowship was a free game, I'll play it. But I'm not gonna give 25 euros to play Fellowship. Fuck no. And that doesn't come as disrespect. I simply think Fellowship is just copy-paste WoW in its Mythic Plus only. It's good to play it because there's nothing happening in WoW right now. If you like to go for it, it's just like it just I can't justify spending 25 euros for that for now. It's probably gonna go crazy. Yeah, probably you're right. It probably will be, but yeah, you want to use LMT with a sensor sub. I mean, don't look at my rotation right now. I'm just talking to the chat and trolling, you know. I'm not really playing Optimo here. But yes, you want to use LMT during your ancestors because your ancestors will trigger this way and it will do more damage.
Matrix.
Matrix. What is one advice you can give me when playing WoW? Add friends once you play Mythic Plus. Yo, 80, thank you for the 5 giftos. Fellowship stream gonna go crazy now. Oh shit, dude, the 5 giftos to play Fellowship, or are you sponsoring us for me to buy Fellowship? What is it? Thank you so much, bro. When is the game coming live? Is it today or tomorrow? Game is coming out today? What time?
Matrix.
In 18 hours from now? Oh shit, dude. That's pretty late my time. I'm playing REMIX in like 20 minutes, Ark. I'm just copying my crest real quick. Play REMIX in a bit. I need to finish leveling my paladin on REMIX. So it's gonna be a free game. Yeah, you think so, right? There's nothing free in this world, my brother.
Soak.
There is nothing world in this free, and there's nothing free in this world.
Matrix.
I'm just staying, bro. Hit me. I'm not moving at all. You guys just heal me, CBA. That's the most awful thing, guys, you can do. Just tell your healer to heal you and you're never gonna move.
Soak. Spread.
I mean,
Matrix.
if it comes out in 18 hours, I might give it a try later.
Soak.
Let's see it, boys. Oh, so it's 6 p.m. Got you. Oh. Can't do damn if you scare Leo down, of course. How much Valor Stones? Okay, each boss gives me 65 Valor Stone. That's pretty bad. That means Mythic Plus is probably the best way to get Valor Stones. In that case. Probably. You Doras wanna be a farmer? Hell yeah, dude. I wanna be a sheep farmer. You know, my dream one day is to have a rancho with horses. You know, I wanna have a horse. Like, how cool would it be to have like a horse inside the inside like a, you know, like you have a house and like a down the house have like a horse. How cool would that be? Ken is just the first 2 bosses, just to get my crest done. I'm not joking. Why would I joke? I mean, horse is a very good thing to have. Opinion on enhanced jam for like midnight or what? Cooking, bro. Cooking. A lot of good stuff coming for them. Enhanced for season 3 is pretty down bad compared to Ellie. Not worth to play it, but midnight looking to be pretty good. Wait, you got a horse? Is it easy to maintain the horse, or how is it? Watch professional video for goat? Nothing, dude. No professions for goat. I just strip my clothes naked and dance for goat in front of Ogrimmar. Do you have an opinion about the rest shamans? Because seems most people talking that the changes are too much. So they're reverting restoration shaman healing to what it used to be back in the Burning Crusade. You're gonna be spam chain heals only. That's it. Spam chain heals, apply riptides, and healing wave. And Hue Rain. Healing Rain? Yeah. She maintains it and recently started doing amateur competition with it. Amateur competition with a horse. Damn. You know, back in the day, it used to be a very prestigious hobby to have a horse, and it's quite popular in UK. I had a lot of friends of mine that I studied with in UK that their parents and grandparents had a farm outside of the major cities, and they would have a horse there, and they would teach the horse tricks, how to jump over, you know, ledges, whatever, and they will apply it for competitions. I studied in London. Have you seen the data mine TIERLIST? Yep, I already seen it. We already discussed, even made a video about it. What tier did you study in London? Middlesex. It's located in Hendon, northwest of London. I studied during 2015, 2019. That was the years that I studied. So I finished my thesis of my master's in 2019, and I graduated in 2020. 2020 I graduated, yeah. 2020 November. My graduation. See, reading, so not a million miles away. Yep. I'm surprised to hear they have an education. What the fuck? Why not? I think education should be highly recommended for to young people. You know, like I understand them wanting to make money from university, but I think the prices shouldn't be that high. Like, for example, there are some universities that have very high ceiling to entry, like a lot of money to pay to get to uni. I think that's pretty bad. And some countries in Europe, they've taken a very good way of making university more accessible. Like some unis in Europe are for free. Like many countries actually offer free education in terms of universities. On top of my head, I believe Denmark did not have any charges for university at all. There's also some unis in France that were free. There were some unis also in Netherlands that were free as well. I guess it depends. I studied business management and finance. That was my bachelor. And my master's focused on the same thing, finance, but I also dabbled into entrepreneurship. Scotland and Norway also. Guys, if I live in a country, guys, if I live in a country that offers me a free education, I will. If I don't study, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna tell you right now, Chad. If your country gives you a free education, you don't have to pay anything for your university. Even if you're super lazy and you don't care about uni, it's still better to go there and get a degree. Even if you're never gonna study anything, it's just like on a side thing.
5,
Do it, bro. It's free education.
2, 1.
Also, let me tell you something. University life is probably the best life you'll ever experience. Ever. That's all. Like, obviously, if you have to pay like, I don't know, 50,000 euros for your master's degree or bachelor degree, then fuck that. You know, if you don't want to study, that's fine. But if it's free, bro, what? Again, it depends. I said, it depends on how life is spinning you. As long as it's free, it should be no problem for you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You know, actually, now that I said this, how much is a college in America? Like, how much do you have to pay to study in America? Like, in college, like average money wise.
Right.
Is there any American in the chat? $300,000 a year? Nah, now you're trolling. I'm actually serious. $8,000 in a year? That's reasonable.
1.
Depends where you live, I guess. Yeah, UK education became more expensive the past couple of years. It wasn't that crazy when I studied though. When I studied it was okay, but now I've heard about some people asking insane amount of money to study. Like something along the way of like your bachelor degree costing you like 70,000 pounds, which is crazy. Community colleges. Okay, what the fuck does it mean? Community college. Like a college from the state that is free? Is that community college? 2k euros a year in Netherlands. That's very reasonable, by the way.
Dwarf.
Nothing to master in France is 1.5k euros in tuition fees. 1.5k euros per year?
3.
Harvard tuition is $60k. Jeez Louise. Oh, okay. 1.5k for 5 years, bro. That's nothing, Doomdog. That's nothing, bro. What? Bro, in my country, in my shithole country, Bulgaria, it's probably more expensive. Is there any Bulgarian in the chat that studies in a university right now? Let me actually ask them. Anybody from Bulgaria in this chat that is studying in a university right now? Probably not.
3,
It's too early for Bulgarians to be in the chat. But I'm not even kidding. In my country, Bulgaria, they're making education mega expensive for some reason. You can't call my country shit, bro. Bulgaria is mega corrupt country, bro. Like they wanna make a semester in my country to be worth 5k euros when the average salary per year is like, I don't know, like 13k euros average salary per year. And they wanna make 5k just for a semester.
1.
Crazy, bro. 5k for all full bachelor, basically all inclusive in Germany. I can guarantee you in Germany,
Right. Break ads.
there are free universities as well. 5k, there are paid ones, there are free ones too. Or at least, if not free, at least very minimal cost. I've got a couple of friends of mine that graduated in Germany. And from what I remember from them, they never paid more than 1,000 euros. I think they studied engineering, something about cars. So I guess it depends where. But yeah, it is pretty accessible, I must say.
Dwarf.
College degree just helps, of course. No. Listen, guys.
3, 2,
Again,
1.
how can I say? I'm not trying to argue that you need education. You definitely don't need education if that's not the route you want to take. What I was trying to say is, if your country offers you a free education, then not taking advantage of that perk is just illogical to me, you know? That's the whole argument here. Not that you need education. You don't need education. If you don't want to study in university, you don't have to study. Nobody's gonna be like, yo, do that. But if it's free, you know, why not? Even if you're not gonna be like plus A student. Don't be so rigid with education shit. It's not shit. It just helps. Oh yeah. I'm not saying. Listen, I am for education. I am absolutely for. I studied. I've graduated. I'm for it. When my kid grows one day, I will be, advising him to study at university. But if that's not the life you want to choose, that's perfectly fine as well. I have a lot of successful friends of mine that study and that haven't studied, and they make a good living. And that's fine too. There's an opportunity cost to university and schools. There is, of course. It all depends. It all depends, like, what you want to do after that, or where you've gone. Am I doing streaming content full time right now? So my main I guess thing that I do is I work for ice events. I manage the entire Mythic Plus section of ice events. Everything Mythic Plus dungeon related goes through me. That's the first thing. And then I'm also a content creator. I do Twitch and YouTube full time, and been doing so for the past couple years now. Isn't it a bit strange to base your lifetime decisions on a small difference in their price? It depends, bro. But it depends. For you, small price difference could be a lot for others. Like, for example, let's say 30,000 euros for you might not be a big of a deal, but for some people it's lifetime saving. You know, we're all different people. We all come from like different backgrounds. So I wouldn't base my my assumption on like on your own view as well. Obviously, if the fee is much smaller, then I would agree with you, but some universities are quite expensive. And I can only judge based on what I studied. When I studied in UK, the prices were somewhat okay, but now I've seen several other people having to study in UK, and the prices looks to be a lot higher than before. And when I say a lot higher, I mean like, you know, significantly higher. Does ice events pay well for the time you spend doing it? Is it mostly for fun or make money? Oh, so every single writer that works for Wowhead and ice events, you know, class guides, maintaining, they have a contract, you know. So neither of the people that work in ice events or Wowhead, they don't work for free. The company Ice Events is owned by Evil Genius. I forgot. So Ice Events is a parent company to a much higher corporation in Canada, and they own Ice Events. So they are, you know, we are working for them in a sense. Anything pays well when you live in Bulgaria. I think that was like you know, a bit of a shadow hit here for me. What you trying to say now, huh? Trying to say my country is, you know, the biggest doom hole in the world, but come on now. We are, after all, in Europe. I don't live in UK anymore. I used to live for like 6.5 years. I moved away from UK in 2021, I think. 2021 January is when I came back. 2020, I think, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think no, sorry, I think it was 2020. I don't remember anymore. I think it was like 5 years ago I came back here. It's fine from Eastern Europe too. How do you like it? Hello, Elu. Thank you for the 28 months. We're just talking about education, dude. What do you think about universities in UK, Elu? Moved to the UK like 10 plus years ago. Got you. Do you have a week out of the track Nether Prism stacks? I don't have Nether Prism on my Hunter, so I don't know. The biggest problem I think with education in the UK, at least, is the absolute bullshit they teach in schools prior to colleges, etc. Why the fuck do you need to know about Shakespeare? Okay, so listen, Ken, you are a dumb as rock. So let me explain it to you. And I've said this to many friends. In school, majority of the time, majority of the things you'll be learning from school is not for you to remember what fucking Spain did in 1875. Is to develop your brain to coherently remember the details and improve the way you think. It helps you remember and function, like functionality of your brain becomes much better. It's not about what you learn as a fact, but rather how does your brain develop while doing those tasks. That is exactly why school is. Like, who the fuck cares what Spain did 300 years ago? Or if the fucking ancient Rome in 1755 BC fucking shot in pyramids, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, you are also socially developing in schools. You get to speak to people, develop connections, be like having friends, you know, doing this and that, having to do this, you know, socializing. It's an important aspect of life. UK cost me a lot of money, but I can't complain about education I got. Now I live here in Sweden and education is free and it kind of sucks. Wait, what? Wait, you're saying education in Sweden is free and it sucks? Why? But I paid off my uni fees illegally selling PvP boosts and buying. What the fuck? Okay, shut the fuck up now. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. You were selling something I don't want to know. I don't want to know that.
3, 2, 1.
Gonna chew that while being taught the real life relevant topics. Bro, you know what? Ken, fuck it, dude. I challenge you. Go to America and become Amish then.
3, 2,
Alright,
1.
I want you one day to have a kiddo and send your kid to America to become Amish and to never go to university or schools and see what's up, dude. And then send him back to UK after 20 years and see how it reacts. Oh fuck! I'm playing wrong talents, bro. I am playing wrong talents. May you forgive me, sir. Don't disrespect the Roman Empire, bro. I am not disrespecting Roman Empire. I am impressed by what they have done. You know, like they've done something that we'll probably never see again. Or, for example, Alexander the Great. I'm actually fascinated by history. I've learned, I've watched and read many educational pieces about that. Do you guys know Alexander the Great, this motherfucker, conquered so much land? And he was like 21 to 28. He did it. Imagine, you are 25 years old, a young buck, and you conquer 15% of the continent. Just like that. And not only this, but you're giga chat enough to never lose a battle. What the hell? Died at 32. Oh, because the ancient medicine was pretty bad. He died out of like man fever. Yeah, Chinggis Khan is the real G. Dude, Chinggis Khan? Okay, so this would sound pretty weird, but he impregnated more than 600 women and had more than 600 kids. Can you imagine that, bro? Having 600 kids. What? Lil bro was working overtime, dude. My god. This guy, bro. 600 kids. Mother of Christ. What is that? I mean, obviously not. Okay. I failed to mention that the kids don't come from one mother, obviously. He had many moms. No, not just one. Not a hard thing for a man to produce children. No, but like it's still like an effort to have 600 kids, you know? Like, how would you even remember the names of the kids? I don't think you ever do. There's no way you remember the name of the kids, right? They just existed. Yeah, I think so. I don't think he was raising them, but you know, if you think about it, it's still pretty. Yeah, it's still pretty crazy though. But those were like the ancient times, you know, many years ago. Many years ago, people were treated differently. And I think Chinggis Khan, he killed so many people that I think something along the line of like 15% of the population disappeared under Chinggis Khan. Like he just killed them. Like 15% of the population died. Motherfucker, Chinggis Khan, bro. He was fucking Kog'Maw full build. Full build pressing W, Lulu buffing him with ult, and him doing nasty damn. That's what's up, dude. Guys, do you ever wish to live in like those ancient times? And become like a full-blown warrior? Holy shit, can you imagine? Riding on a horse? And fighting in a battle with like a swords? Holy fuck. How epic would that be? The thing is, they didn't have a toilet paper back in the day. So, actually I read about it. Back in the day, they had a specific person that used to wipe your ass. Like, that was actual job for people to wipe your ass. Wiki, we just saw that. We talk about it in the morning. I'm gonna make a video on Saturday. I was waiting for the Apex talents, but Saturday should be video dropping out for me. There's a lot of good stuff and bad stuff to talk about, you know. Only the rich people had... No. It was actual thing though. That was actual a job. People used to, you know, to have this kind of job. Hello. Like, not even trolling. To wipe your ass. Wiping ass tier lists? Who wipes the ass better? Most people who wish that ancient times would be poor peasants dying of random infections at 35, bro. That's one thing I can guarantee you. I would not be a poor peasant. And you know what? Let me tell you something, yeah? Back in the days, and when I talk about like ancient times, it was honorable to die in battle than live like a peasant until you're 70. You know? Like, die like a lion, not like a sheep. Pretty much. So, they were actually glorifying that. Dying in a battle, fighting for what? They don't even know what they're fighting for, bro. Like, I guess they were fighting for land, right? Piece of land. No, back in the days, people didn't live until 100. No chance. The average age of what people used to live was much lower than nowadays. Like, probably like 60, right? Wait, did that? No. No way did they live until 40, bro. There's no chance. I would say at least 60. There's a plenty of old people that lived more than that. 40 is extreme. 40 maybe during the bubonic plague. Did you guys used to study about that in UK? I bet you did. I bet you did about that. The bubonic plague of London. Holy shit. I mean, you probably studied about it, right? In UK? Did they actually teach you that there? Holy shit. You had a bubonic plague? No, you didn't. If you had, you would already be dead, dude. What are you talking about? Plague has extreme... Bro, there's 7 earthquakes here. Why do you go here? Look at this. Hello? Edwin? Oh my god. Edwin. Yo! Talking about plagues. Have you ever witnessed an exorcism? A real talk. Back in the days, people believed that if you're, let's say, ill by having like a fever or something, a demon went into your body. So a priest could come and he would sprinkle water and give you exorcism. It would like, you know, leash your body, like, you know, like, not leash, but like, what the fuck do you call that? Like a lynching, you know, like whoop your back and what do you call that shit? I don't even know how you call it. Like, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Whipping? Not whipping. No. It's something else. Lashes? I don't know if it's called lashes. It's something else. No, it's something else I'm looking for. Not whiplash, no whipping. It was something else. There was a specific word that was describing the action. Had a ghost in your blood and they gave you cocaine? No. Cocaine, people used to take that in World War II. No cap. I read about the Russians during the siege of Stalingrad. Russians used to take cocaine to stay awake, and so were the Germans too. The Germans were taking LSD. They were popping pills, dude. That's how crazy that was. Coke has been used for medicine many years. Yeah. Back in the days, before it became illegal. I actually don't know. Like ancient, dude. You know what I was actually thinking? So I watched a documentary about World War II. And I was also recently in Poland. I visited Auschwitz in Poland. Okay. Boys. So if you were a soldier that were fighting in the war, and if they hit you with a bullet on your leg, and the leg, in order for you to be to help you save your life, they have to cut off your leg. And they were cutting your leg without morphine, without anesthetics, and with a chainsaw, manual chainsaw. What the fuck? Bro, what? Imagine a manual chainsaw, no morphine, no anesthetic, they just gave you alcohol. And that's how they used to, save your life in the battlefield. Now, can you imagine how crazy that is, bro? Just think about it. That's crazy, bruv. Crazy. Yeah, I definitely don't wanna get back to those times. That's for sure. That was top tier medicine, dude. No fucking soy latte, hell yeah, bro. No soy motherfucking latte. No cappuccino, frappuccino, mocha bullshit. A true testosterone boost. Love me that, baby. Boba tea. Yeah, fuck that boba tea, dude. Fuck the fucking boba tea. My class cards, where can you find them? The shaman one you can find on Discord. The rest, nowhere. I haven't uploaded them anywhere. You can check out Afenar on Wagwa.io. Those are pretty similar to what I have. I use Afenar base and I modify them the way I like. Petko, you sound like a smart man. I'm really not, guys. I just pretend to be a smart guy. I'm definitely dumb as shit. Actually, my name Petko means rock. I think my mom wanted to, name me dumb as rock. That's why my name means actual rock. Oh my god, bro. Can you imagine? Like, what was my mom thinking naming me a rock? Fuck do I know, dude? Is my real life name Petko? Yeah. That's why the channel is called Petko. That's my real life name. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Can't find the class we got on Discord. The shaman one is on Discord. The one that I use is posted there. The rest of them, I don't think you can find them there. I prefer to do 12s for the vault because I get more crests this way. And also on plus 12 there is no affixes. What's the crest difference between 10 and 12? On 10 I think is 16, on 12 is 20. Hello Luca, I'm doing pretty good, bro. At midnight, deity is deleted for shaman. There is no more deity. Deity does not exist for any shaman. What does my name mean? My name means a rock. Hello Loom, thank you for 5 months. What's your take on week hours, bro? I think it's too early for them to remove it. I don't think they are ready. The base UI of WoW is not as good to cover everything that you need. I think it's too premature. A rock or the rock? A rock. Just a rock. You know how people say dump us rock? It's pretty much what they mean. Would they revert the changes? Between now and when the game is gonna come out, there's gonna be at least like 4 months. So it could be even more than that. So I'm sure they're gonna do a lot of changes. They could definitely revert some of the changes, yeah. I was tough in 1995. In 1995, I wasn't born. I wasn't born yet. Am I Captain Crest? I have no idea. I think I am, dude. In no way younger than 30. I'm not 30, bro. I'm 33. I'm not 33, guys. I'm just bald. That's why I look older. I have no hair, bruv. My mama didn't give me hair, bro. Jeez, you know? Bold as fuck. Are they implementing it? Okay, too long to read, you know. I'm sorry, too long to read. What's the TLDR here? I'm so I had a birthday a few months ago. I am 29 now. You should go to Turkey. I don't want to go to Turkey. I don't want to have a fake ass hair, bro. Fuck that. I embrace the boldness in my life. I'm not ashamed of being bold. There's nothing to be ashamed of being bold, dude. Turkish hairline. I'm nothing against Turkey. I'm just saying I don't want to have fake hairline, you know. Bold better than Turkey hair. Yep. Oh my god, speaking about Turkey hair, you know you know what's worse than Turkey hair? Turkey teeth, bro. Holy shit. I've seen people go to Turkey and they got a horse teeth. Oh my god, they look like fucking horses. Oh shit. Yeah, so horse teeth actually are worse than turkey hair. 100%. Fuck me, man. When I was born, listen guys, this is a real story. Before I was born, I saw Jesus. And he asked me, would you rather have a massive schlonger or lose your hairline? I said, fuck it. I removed my hairline and give me a fucking samurai sword. That's it, boys. A real story. That is the story of how I lost my hair. Absolutely true. He gave you a pen and said the pen is mightier than sword. I'm still sick, bro. Don't make me laugh. I need 3 more gilded crest. Easy, dude. Easy, dude. Don't worry, guys. With the hair side isn't all that matters. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a delve and I'm done. Only 80%. Oh no, dude. We cooked. There's nothing to do in WoW right now. Yeah. I mean, right now, not really, but in a month from now, there will be a lot. Exactly, Dylan. You know what's up, baby. You know what's up. I need to craft a belt. Because this build is goddamn horrendous. Also, why do the delves don't give any crests? Fuck is this bullshit? The hell is this bullshit, guys? Oh. Let me check. Is it still raining? It still rains today, bro. Why does it rain? I hope it stops raining soon, so I can go work out. I feel already way better. Maybe I should just work out, you know? I was thinking to delay working out until tomorrow, you know? But I already feel better. I don't feel sick anymore. I was thinking to go work out right now. What do you guys think about it? Get the whole gym sick. No, I'm not sick anymore. The only thing you should be working out how to start of the alpha tier list, pal. Alpha tier list not gonna be the case. I will make a tier list once there's Mythic Plus. You sound a little bit sick. Only a little bit. But I can guarantee you, I feel strong as a bull. Ain't no sickness gonna stop me, dude. You know what, guys? You know what? In my do you guys believe in like okay? Let me ask you a question. What do you think happens when you die? Like, have you guys ever thought about this? What happens when you die? Do you guys believe in like a resurrection? Or like, what the fuck happens when somebody dies? Actual question. You go to the mall? Yeah, that's pretty bad. If that's the end destination, it's pretty bad, dude. Doesn't matter, you dead. But like, what if you die, you just get to be resurrected as animal? Reborn somebody else, baby. Or, hear me out. Or you are born as an animal, bro. Like, what animal would you like to be born? If you ever get to be reborn. You know what? Third watch Petco's vote. Oh no, dude. If I'm an animal, I would like to be born a boo. You know, I like to be born a boo. You know, the bulls that go and go and bang cows. Like, you know, the bulls that fight with the horns, and then they let them inside the horn to like bang cows. That's who I like to be my next life. Easy. He was a personal assistant a few months ago in London. It was for a cat, and you were expected to play piano for it, or so on. Nah, there was the job as personal assistant for you to play piano on the cat. Nah, G, what the fuck am I reading here? You wanna tell me there are cats that have personal assistants? Bro, what? Why are the cats living better life than I live, bro? Like, what? This is mad, bruv. It paid 65 quid an hour. Fuck me, man. 65 G's an hour to pay motherfucking piano on a cat. You've got to be kidding me, bro. You've got to be kidding me. Somebody is a baller in London. That's peak degeneracy, guys. Won't lie to you. Yeah. That's just. If you change your career and know what to do. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. If I change my career, I'll become a cat. Full time. You know, there are some people to pretend being a cat, you know? I'm serious. There are some people that pretend to be a cat. Demon Hunter Discord is full of them. Yeah, that's... Don't know about that, but I'm sure. Living your life correctly by doing what you do the most. This should be everybody, and stop thinking about useless stuff all the time. Enjoy life. True. True. I concur of that. You should definitely enjoy life to the fullest. And do what you like to do. Now, do I like to wake up at 8 in the morning my time to watch League of Legends Swiss stage day 2 and see how FlyQuest is clapping everybody? Yes. Yes. Do I like to have pizza at 10 in the morning with ice cream while watching League of Legends even though I don't play League? Yes. I like that. Are people gonna judge me for that? Yes. Probably. Why enjoy life when you can type Twitch TV/Petco? To be honest with you, my stream is pretty good. I would say my stream is probably one of the most entertaining one out there. Like, there's a lot of WoW streamers that they just stream but don't talk. At least I get to talk, guys. You know. So that's that. I'm not sure what's worse, somebody that's mute, somebody that never shuts up. There should be a fine line though. OnlyFans even better? Yes, sir. Fuck is this quest? I think I went to the wrong instance, bro. This is some fucking bullshit. Actually gives you brain damage, bro. It gives me brain damage too. What do you think? Think I'm liking this? Fuck no, dude. They're making me do that. Fuck me, man. Oh, now I gotta kill somebody. I picked the worst possible option. Yeah. It's fine, boys. How can you get the weak auras? This is Afener based weak aura. If you go on Wago UI and type Afener, you're gonna find similar weak auras. I tweaked them a lot, but the base one is Afener. I actually chose the worst. So this boss had a mini boss on top of it. So I actually chose the worst bountiful delve to run. This was like 20 minutes bountiful delve. And now I'm gonna get 50 Valor Stone probably. Buddy system. How much Valor am I gonna get now? I have 1448. After 20 minutes of busting my balls, let's see how much I'm gonna get. Okay, I mean, not too bad though. That was a little bit extra. Not too bad. We've got enough Valor, I think, and enough Crest too. I'm gonna craft a belt now, chat. Get my versatility from the belt. Yeah, I think so, boys. Maybe I can keep it. Let me check. I think I should be crafting on Wednesday, just to make sure. If I get a mythic track belt on Wednesday, I'm gonna have the belt, and I'll craft binding of binding. I like that. Let's wait until Wednesday then. I'm not gonna craft anything for now. Let me log into. Oh fuck! I wanted to log into REMIX. Uno segundo. By default, the first 3 bountiful delves give 7 crests each. If you have delver bounty the map you loot, you get 10 extra from the 11. I didn't know that. I'm back, boys. Petko is Shamoni, Cutie Patootie, Smarty Pants, Handsome, Twinkie Winky. Yes. Yes. Everything you say, it's yes. I am that person. Twinkie Winky, Shamoni, Smarty Pantsy, Fancy Schmancy. Yeah. That's me. You know what, boys? I have so much. I have 500 bronze across all characters. Let me check how many mounts can I buy for that shit? A shit ton, right? A shit ton. And I can buy the ones that are not. I mean, next week they'll be. What the fuck? Why do we have 4 paladins, bro? Oh, we cooked. Oh, we cooked. Go on, lads. Go on, laddie. Oh. Oh. Ho ho. And a bottle of rum, baby. There are casters on a back casting. Does the tank wanna actually get there or nah? What are you thinking? Oh, he finally shoots them. Well done, boys. Dirty paladins? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I got stunned even. In that case, I'm only interested into like healing. What? Oh. Oh, don't worry, boys. I'm the best you ever get. The best healer you ever get, dude. I am the young prodigy. Holy shit. Chat, what do you think about my healing capabilities? Am I the one? Am I the one? Oh shit, homie. Hombre, hombre. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Oh. Bomboclat. Why is my guy dying cooldown, dude? Easy, we live. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm huge. I'm huge. Ain't nobody's dying. I'm a heal in retail too. Huh? Sorry guys, I'm not really blessed to be a healer in retail, guys. Apologies for that. I don't think I'll ever be a healer in retail. Have you pushed key since Legion yet? What do you mean? Talents. Bro. Oh. No, that was fat. I haven't done keys in Legion REMIX, no. You got your bis ring. Congratulations. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Big, wait, why is protection and paladin hitting more than me, bro? What the fuck is that? Bulwark of Order. Fuck me, man. What is that shit? Why is he healing crazy? Bro, during wings you can't die, dude. You need to go to the opposite side. This is not where Fenrir is. Opposite side, motherfucker. Come. Come. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect, dude. This guy can't do shit to us. Wait, those small wolves also give me experience? As long as we don't play Court of Stars, I'm fine. Not even gonna move, bro. The full disrespect. I'm telling you, this is the full dis... The full dis... Go to the right side now. All the way upstairs, my friend. All the way upstairs. Yes, sir. Ellie is fine in alpha at the moment. I'm making a video soon about that. The Ellie changes just dropped today, plus the Apex talent, so yeah. In REMIX, 3, Jake. I leveled all of the important specs that I want as dwarfs. So happy about that one. How long does it take per 80? It really depends, bro. It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere for like 1.5 hours to 1 hour to 2 hours to 3 to 4. Depends how much multiplayer we have. I have 130% multiplier, which is not a lot compared to what people have, but it still makes me level pretty quick. It is pretty chill. I like it. Oh my god, this guy. This boss is absolutely dreadful. Got King's Cove out. Bro. Bro. Triggers after 3 hours and 35 minutes. Shield. Where is the shield, bro? Wait, why are you shooting now? All the shock is pumping, boys. Holy shock is pumping. See, the bigger role plays for like, for example, here it role plays for like 40 seconds. Was it like that during Mythic Plus when this dungeon came back? I don't remember, bro. Was the role play like 45 seconds between this? Don't remember, bro. Oh, this guy just died. It felt shorter before because it was almost fucking dungeons. You're right. The thing is, I don't fully remember. If I do remember, I will... I will say so. Um... Ooh. This bad boy again? Yeah. Do we have any OP person here to one-shot everything? Fuck. Where is it? Oh, you're outside. Yeah, look. You know what they say. You snooze, you lose. This tank is just giga chatting it, dude. He does not want to hear anything. He wants to get in, get it done. This warrior better speed up. Better speed up, buddy. You need to get them away from that. Ooh, what it pumps a little bit. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, I'm dead. Thank you. I got destroyed. That went unexpectedly. Unexpected journey. Bro. Bro, what is this stun? I have no idea. Something stunned me into charge. Mana never runs for me here. Ever. You love the one shots with REMIX? I mean, same. From full HP and death in like 1 second. Like something stuns me. I don't even know what stuns me. Like I don't remember any of these mobs stunning ever. Maybe it's like healer only mechanic. I'm not sure. I'm not a healer, obviously. Not a healer main, so. Uh, why do we have 2 tanks in this dungeon? That's my question. Why the hell do we have 2 tanks in this dungeon? Legion REMIX is not hitting the same as MOP REMIX. What do you think? Why do you think that is though? You can do dungeon with all tanks? Probably you can. You probably can, my friend. You need to go the right side. Oh no, I'm lying. It's actually left side. I mean, I'm done with the remix though. I feel like there's nothing else to do. I mean, what else am I supposed to do in remix? I've done everything that I wanted to do. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do. I'm thinking. And I could level one more character for unknown reasons. I don't need to, but thing is, like, next phase is coming next week, but next week I'm already playing Ritio. Because I need to crest cap on Ritio. I mean, I told you guys Remix is gonna be hyped for like a week. Next week there's gonna be phase 2 of Remix, but I think majority of people don't really care anymore. They've already got what they wanted, so. I mean, I personally I'm not that invested into Remix anymore. I've got everything that I needed. I even got extra 500 coins just to buy all the mounts that I need at the end. Just like a little bit on the side, you know, in case. You wanna get Saito, Argus, and I'm done. I bought everything. I bought everything for this phase as well, but next phase is not. Can you buy the items that are locked behind next phase? Even if you can't use them yet? Nah. Get a Sargate transmog? What the fuck is even that? You hate everything classic related? You don't like it? I don't remember the bronze gains from last season. Were they really that much easier compared to Remix this time around? I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't remember. Hmm. Wait, can I buy items from phase 2 and 3 even if I can't use them yet, or do I have to wait until the phase is actually released? Do you know? No, I can't. Got you. I gotta wait then. That's fine. Why is this Vengeance DH doing? What the fuck is Vindicator Judgment? I have no idea, but he's smurfing, dude. That's fine. We can wait. Ain't that big of a deal. Ain't that big of a deal, lads. This is the damage of tanks we're doing live servers. This much damage? Like 5 times the damage of a DPSer? I don't know about that one, dude. If they do 5 times the damage of any DPS, then you'll be rolling 5 tanks on live. Don't know about that one, dude. I mean, tanks should never do more damage than a DPS. Because if that's the case, then why do you play DPS, you know? But I agree, tanks should do relevant damage, though. With that, I agree. Tanks need either 1000 threat buff on the ability to like 20% DPS buff. Did you see they're buffing tank threat, Ken? I was reading it in the morning. They're buffing the tank threat. So that is something, bro. I don't want to hear you complain against tank threat again. I don't want to hear it, Ken. Collect modes. Yeah. General training. Any boss slaying. Okay. It's ST talented buff. Yeah, but still something. Ken, come on. You're never happy, bro. What the fuck is this? You're never happy. You gotta celebrate the small wins, man. Come on. Can't act like that. Guys, give me like 1 second. Hold up. I'm back, boys. A delusional guilty is crying about instances and especially nameplates on Alpha being absolute trash. I think it's way too early to conclude anything. The current iteration of the nameplates on Alpha is really bad, correct. But there's still 4.5 months until the expansion comes out. Until then, a lot of things will change. Tell him that. He shouldn't really put that much focus into it. He can start crying during beta if they haven't changed anything. Then crying would be valid. Tell him that. Congrats getting Mage, Hunter, and DK nerfed. How somehow broken alien distro escaped. What? How was I responsible for them not nerfing Ellie? Ellie is perfectly fine, my brother. What you saying? What you saying here, buddy? Ellie is broken again. What? When was Ellie broken? Huh? What the hell up now? You've been sandbagging the DPS. What? I was likely one of the few people that even said Ellie is gonna be S tier during season 3. And people were saying that I'm coping. Now I'm a sandbagging. I feel like I can never win. No matter what I say, people will never be happy. I did say multiple times that Ellie is looking fantastic leading to season 3. I even made a tier list and comp prediction video talking about Ellie being possibly in a meta comps. I think I did my best to prepare people. It's not my problem you guys are listening to other people saying Shadow Priest will become S tier. I mean, I would like them to answer for their crimes. And them saying Shadow Priest will be S tier. Now that is crime, for sure. When you put a tier list on a daily, nobody's gonna be happy. Here is where you're wrong. If you actually watch the content of mine, I've done 5 tier lists for the past PTR cycle. So for 6 weeks of PTR, I've put 5 tier list updates. Only 5 for a month and a half. So that is another wrong statement here, my friend. And you can also check out all of them on YouTube. All of them is documented. Now, Shadow Priest can be S tier, but the current iteration of Shadow Priest is not S tier. It is just not. Why is Court of Stars? Court of Stars is so bad. I don't even know why. It's kind of pissing me off. Why does it give 0 experience? Something is bugged out about Court of Stars. No, I love Court of Stars, but it doesn't give any experience. That's what I'm saying, you know? Something is wrong about the dungeon. Ellie is quite good, there is no denial. They get a shield to make them more armored than a DK. Pretty much. No, I don't think you have more armor than a DK though. Don't think so. I've previously checked it again. Don't. But when you talk about durability, you know that DK is twice as tanky as Shaman. If that's the only metric you care about, you know, durability wise, DK is much tankier. But DKs don't have party buffs, unlike Shaman. Shamans do have party buffs. You know? I've been writing daily messages to Blizzard to nerf Shaman. I mean, I've quit this season already several weeks ago. I'll come back next week just so I can secure my title, but I'm not playing either way, you know. So for me, it don't matter. Now I'm focused on Alpha and Beta Mythic Plus when it comes out soon enough. So whatever they've done to the season, don't really care. But however, people that play MDI will care though. So make sure to not jinx them, bro. I mean, no. Next week's season is gonna become alive. You'll see, guys. Next week on Wednesday, it'll be a lot of keys. But that's next week, bros. Now, not really. No, people's gonna cap gear, and once you cap gear, you push keys. That's the whole thing, you know? Because everybody's gonna have equal gear next week. What is this Boomy doing, bro? No point in pushing if I mean, I think the title, like my goal next week is to get to 3.9, 3.950 or even 4K and secure the title. After this, I don't really care. That's my goal, you know? So I have like 2 weeks to try to get as much score as possible, and then hopefully we should get more, like alpha should. So they should be alpha for like at least 3 more weeks, which is enough time for me to get some score and then get on alpha after that. Beta, I mean. $2.5 IO Giga Chat. Let's not IO shame people, guys. Come on now. No IO shaming people. A respectable IO. 3000 score gives you a mount if you care about cosmetics. $3K is free these days. I mean, really respectable. Really respectable. I mean, we all have different goals and different capabilities. For me, personally, respectable IO is like 4000 score. That's like respectable IO. Again, that can vary between people. 76. Guys, do you really argue who has more IO? What is this now? Relax, relax, relax. I still can use this fail spike. That's fine. What do we need here? Demon slain and Mentus collected. Okay. We can explore this. Right? Alright, boys. I think I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. I'm still not feeling 100%. Remember, I was 6-7 days ago at temperature. So I'll make sure that I heal better. I'm gonna make something to eat, relax, and be back tomorrow for more gaming. I think tomorrow there's no alpha updates, no class changes. So tomorrow we're gonna finish the paladin. We have to get it from 67 to 80. And then if there's nothing to do in WoW, we're gonna try to play Fellowship tomorrow on stream. And see how we like Fellowship. If you like it, then we're gonna continue playing it. If it sucks and is bad, then we're not gonna play it. We'll see about that tomorrow. We're gonna decide on the spot. Thank you guys for the stream, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Thursday. Bye for now.